going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Break Zone. My name is JT.
And I'm Laurent.
And we're here. We're about to do the top 8, and this is the cream of the crop. We've taken you through all the Swiss rounds today, and you've seen some of the best players in Northern America battle it out for the right to be here at the top 8. So we're going to see some amazing matches. I'm really excited to bring this to you right here from the Break Zone. Lou, tell me about what you're expecting tonight.
I am expecting some ice. Definitely some ice.
Lots and lots of ice. We've seen a lot of this play out all throughout the event today. Ice has been prevalent. Let's see if ice has the staying power to take players through the top 8, into the top 4, and hopefully into the grand finals. If not, let's see what's going to knock it out. We're going to go ahead and show you a quick picture of what the bracket looks like before we move into the top 8. All right, everybody. This is what you guys are going to be looking at for the top 8. All of these players have been playing very, very well. I believe we have a 7-0, we have a lot of 6-1s, and just a couple of 5-2s. And this is between 89 players, so a lot of these players have been really, really grinding it and battling out today, so it's really, really exciting to see just how everyone's going to be getting into their matches now. So we're really excited to show you the top 8. Before we go and take you to the match, huge shout out to Square Enix. They've thrown an amazing event here, and we're very happy, humbled, and proud to be covering it. I've had a lot of fun.
It was amazing.
It's been awesome.
Still amazing.
Still amazing. And we're glad to be here to take you through the top 8. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and take you straight to the match between Brian and Jason, which I believe are the
number 1, number 8.
Number 1 and number 8 match. All right.
So here we go. Everybody's kind of getting settled in. We haven't exactly started the countdown yet. Oh, it's about to start right now, actually. And the time will start right about now. Okay, the players are looking at their hands, deciding what they want to do with it. Do they want to keep? Do they want mulligan? There's one mulligan on one end. And let's see who goes first. All right. We haven't seen mono water today. Not a lot of water at all. I think it's the first time.
Yeah, this is actually the first time we're seeing mono water here, so it's really exciting to see what's going on. All right, we're here at the quarterfinals, the top 8 match. We have between Brian, which we've seen today, piling fire and ice, and we have Jason.
First turn Emperor.
Yeah, first turn. Wow, he's doing a first turn Emperor right away. Trying to shut down. I'm not sure what he's trying to shut down here. Fire and Ice doesn't really use a lot of activated abilities.
I'm not quite sure he's going with that.
We have Brian sitting here. He's going to go ahead and pitch a red mage to play another red mage.
All right, let's look at that Emperor aggro.
Swing for a point of damage here. He's going to flip over a Serenes. And just like that, we have Jason on the board. He's going to go ahead and play Astrologian.
Great card. Love Astrologian.
Yeah, it's a fantastic card. Really good against...
It works really well against ice, actually. Maybe not against the red mage, but at least... Oh, wait. There's some damage from the Black Waltz.
Right, Black Waltz.
Is that enough to take it out?
It's going to go ahead and pin that Emperor right there.
Oh, and then the Sid Reigns
comes in and finishes it off right there.
Yep, that will do it.
That'll do it. Okay, so just like that, Brian is able to come back from that first point of damage with the Emperor right into
and a discard.
Exactly, with the Sid Reign, with the discard. So that is a great play right there. Great play. Let's see how Jason comes back from this. He's going to go ahead and play the Scholar. He's going to take a point of damage. It's okay. It's a little early in the match right now, so it's not too bad to take that point of damage. Let's see if he flips over anything that helps him. No, he's going to flip over a Strago
that does not activate.
Exactly. He's pitching a Celeste to play into Devout and passes his turn.
All right. Now, let's see what Jason's going to do about it. Sid Reigns is not the biggest body, so it should be all right, but Devout is looking at a Celis on in the break zone. You got Sid Reigns, no extra special abilities once he's already in play. But he does count as a 13, which I don't think is too relevant in this case because there's no lightning in the Fire Ice deck.
Right. it's really interesting seeing how Mono Water is going to do with this. Oh, he's
Wait,
going to play into the Gao. Gao is he going to bring back
He
a
is
monster?
a monster. This is the monster
Bring
deck
back
with the Adamantoise.
Wow, let's take a look at that Gao. That's a very cool play.
Double Adamantoise.
Wow,
that Gao's going to stick around.
Gao is
He
going to
is
be
8,000.
That is a great play right there. Really, really strong move right there. Let's take a look at that Gao and see what he's going to do.
So we're finally seeing that Mono Water monster deck.
Mono Water monster deck. We haven't seen it all day, and it's just coming in here right here, the quarterfinals in the top 8.
That means it didn't make the cut.
Oh, Genesis coming in. Wow, that Gao is really big right now. He's going to go ahead and attack with that Sid Reigns. Jason, is he going to take that?
He is
Looks like
that.
he is. He's going to go ahead and pull over an EX Burst.
Leviathan.
A Leviathan right
But do you
there.
really
But he doesn't want to activate. Does he really want to activate? Okay.
Make him pay for the Genesis, I suppose?
Oh, he's going to repay for that Genesis. He's going to go ahead and pitch to get a Celeste. He's going to dole his...
Oh, wow. That Celeste is really playing on the aggressive play.
He's really... Well, the thing is, the Astrologian really messes up any type of tempo play that you're going to do.
Correct.
With Ice. If you dole freeze, that Astrologian is going to bypass everything. He's going to go play into another Scholar and passes his turn. All right, it's on to Brian's turn. We got
That Sid Reigns really putting in the work, though.
He is. He is really getting some work done on that end.
All right, and there goes 2 more damage.
Another point of damage. 2 points of damage. Flipping over an EX Burst. Is he going to go ahead and send something back? Both of which are going to do some damage.
What would you do? Would you?
I actually would not send anything back. Truth be told,
I
both
know,
of them have on-field effects. I'm not sure I want to deal with that.
I think I would have as well, because I mean, thinking about it, right? Like he has 2 backups right now,
Right.
But he won't be able to play both Celis and Genesis.
True.
And then that means that if he doesn't play both, Gal will be able to reactivate, because if you play Celeste and freezes Gal, then Astrologian's free. You play Genesis and freezes Gal, then like Astrologian's free.
Right.
So.
Oh, he's pitching that Renoa. We've seen that Renoa again. Another. Okay, well, that's the same one that he's bringing back. Getting that. Not sure I really would have activated that, but then again, he's going to get free access to his Astrologian here, so it's not a big deal to deal with either the Genesis or the Celeste.
Correct.
Mono Water coming in here, being a really good counter to this Ice deck. This tempo is really just falling a little bit flat here, as Jason is able...
I don't know if I'd say it's falling flat. It's actually doing the job it needs to do.
Right, but I mean, once that Astrologian gets freed up, that Astrologian's gonna...
It's gonna do some work.
It's gonna do a lot of work. Well, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, we have Jason already at 4 points of damage, so I mean, the early aggro that Ice is producing is helpful, and that Gao has been frozen to the Ice Age. I mean, it's not getting any work done right now.
It's like, oh, you sure you want to dull your Astrologian though?
I don't know. I
guess you will.
It's got to be a worthwhile. No,
there you go.
Looks like
That's
he's
a little
not
bit
going
better.
to dull the Astrologian.
Oh, maybe. Oh, he's gonna play a 5-drop. Is it a 3-drop? It's a 5-drop.
It's a
3-drop.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he gonna?
Oh, at this point, I don't know. He's still gonna take 2 points though from the Genesis. If you put out the Genesis, that's still gonna freeze up the Cognasso. No cards in the hand on Jason's hand, so he won't be able to use that Astrologian to.
Brian has a fistful of cards, and he can do a lot of things with those cards.
Correct.
I'm wondering if he's missing some of those the Ice backups right now. He only has fire in play. He pitches a lock. Let's see, he's going to pitch the Bahamut to play into a Genesis. He's going to Dull Freeze. He's going to get 2 more points of damage right here.
Yep.
That's oh, wow. An EX burst with that Leviathan. That is super helpful right now. But does he really want to bounce anything?
Well, he doesn't want to take the damage, so bouncing that Celis would actually help him out to some extent.
That Celis is going to come back out right now, I think. Oh, no. Looks like the Belias is coming, giving it haste. He's going to swing with no value because he's got no cards in his hand, but he does put 2 points of damage on Jason here.
For a total of 6.
Yeah, this aggro deck is really putting in some work.
Correct. Let's see if Brian's done with his turn. 3 cards in hand. Would you freeze it?
I don't know. Yeah. Wow, just so much EX burst. Holy. He's got 2 Leviathans in there, 2 Yunas. That's just help from the EX burst gods.
There's some days that's all you can really pray for.
That's really EX burst Jeebus just helping him out right there. That actually might give him a chance to stabilize. I don't know,
but it's not going to be easy. I mean,
it's
if
not gonna be, yeah,
Brian gets any Shiva, that's
pretty
like
much
an 03
game,
Shiva.
right? An
Doesn't
03
matter.
Shiva. He just needs to swing in for 1 point of damage right now.
All right. Well, as long as the Astrologian is still opened up and you have a blue card to discard to it, you should be all right.
It should be okay. Let's see. Is that going to help? I'm not quite sure. Wow, Gao is pretty big.
Yes,
Is it
but
sitting at
has not
8,000
even
right
been
now?
able to block.
It hasn't. Yeah, it has not been able to block.
I mean, once Jason can get his Cagnasso back online, that Gao might come in and do some work.
I mean, we know. Jason's got that Celeste. We know,
And Genesis.
And a Genesis. Is he going to drop his hand and just? He's going to swing,
Oh, he must have to-
making the Gao unable to block. Wow.
He has to.
He has to do the.
Astrologian play. He has to.
He has to. He has to do Astrologian to.
Wait, Astrologian still stays in.
Astrologian still stays in.
We'll have to.
But, there's a Shiva. He's going to dull both of them.
There you go.
There
and
you go.
That should be enough for 7 points of damage.
Yep. And there you go, 7 points of damage. And just like that, Brian takes the first game in this best of 3 for the semifinals. That was very quick. Talk to me a little bit about what went through your mind as Jason played that first turn Emperor. Well, I mean, what did you think here?
Probably no backup. That's what I meant.
Probably no backup. You think?
Whenever you see an overly aggressive hand like that, and it's not a overly aggressive deck or forward. I mean, Emperor is by no means the most aggressive forward you can put out there. I definitely think usually that you ran into a hand where you did not have the backups that you needed. It's somewhat surprising coming from a mono water. Usually you don't have an issue with the color that you're drawing out. But it does happen sometimes. In case it did.
The thing about playing against ice though is a lot of these boards, they have on-field abilities. When you're bouncing them, I wasn't sure if bouncing was the right idea. He's just giving himself more tempo. He's giving his opponent more tempo to play with.
To some extent, but his opponent went in a situation where he had so many backups out.
Right.
So you're still kind of slowing him down slightly. Like you might be getting chipped at for a while, but you're always hoping that maybe I'll run into something that's much better afterwards.
Sure. And you're hoping on that. But I mean, these dull freezes that these ice boards are coming in with, they're brutal. They are brutal.
One thing you have to keep in mind is that Celeste did not dull freeze; she just froze, but it was freezing any character.
Yes,
and
that's true.
that freezing the Astrologian was actually pretty big.
It was huge. It was a great play right there. Right.
But also keep in mind that Jason, I mean, I'm sure he built his deck this way for a reason. I mean, how many? Was that like 2 Leviathans and a 5-drop Yuna?
Oh my God! There's 2 5-drop Yunas in the damage pile. 2 Leviathans. I mean, the EX gods were already on his side, and I'll be honest, that Gao play was phenomenal. I loved it. I thought that was
Gao was
awesome.
Cool.
Right.
Gao was cool.
Right. Yeah.
But sometimes even being AK is just not enough against Sid Reigns. That Sid put in a lot of work.
Sid Reigns is doing a lot of work today in Brian's deck. We've seen him use it all day. Let's see what he does here. He pitches a Sabin to play a Selfie. And starts off round 2 of this best of 3 in the quarterfinals here at the Square Enix Petit Cup. We're here at the break zone giving you live coverage, and we're super happy that you guys have chosen to spend your evening with us as we bring you live coverage of just some amazing gameplay here. All right.
And there's some backups. Astrologian coming out again.
Right into a Scholar. Mono Water runs really heavy on the backup end. They need a lot of resources to do some of the things that they do. And it's great to do that right now because you're not facing any early aggression. We come in with a Sid, and we've seen the Sid being used all day today amongst all of the ice players here. It just lets you search for a 6 character, I believe is a character.
I believe so as well. Might be a forward, but either way, he ended up taking Celeste, and that worked out for him.
Yes, it's a forward. So he picks up Celeste. That's going to help him out right here. Maybe he can play it and freeze the Astrologian and really hamper Jason's next turn. I think that might be the way. Yep, there he goes. He's going to go and freeze that and hamper Jason's next turn and hopefully get in a point of damage here with that Celeste. It's a very risky play as he pitched another Celeste to play it. Knowing that Mono Water plays a lot of summons, I'm not sure if you really wanted to do that.
Tom Betty.
The Tom Betty comes out.
She's so adorable. I love that card.
Yeah, the card's awesome. It's got a bow. I mean, it's just cool. Tom Betty comes in. Let's go ahead and take a look at Tom Betty for our viewers and see what exactly Jason's doing. He's going to get the Tom Betty.
He went to search for Amira.
Amira. So that's going to be pretty awesome.
He's definitely running a monsters deck. If you're using Mira, you've got to play some monsters or you're going to get no value whatsoever out of it.
Right, so when Tom Betty enters the field, you can search for one card named Mira or Tom Berries and add it to your hand. It's just, you're playing monsters. You definitely want to play Mira, and let's see what happens. It's going to get hit right there. It's going to take the first point of damage.
It's going to be a Gal.
And it's a Gal. Really help with him. And Brian finishes turn, gets a point of damage in. Productive first turn right there. And still gets a backup out. He's keeping in line with the backup play. Just kind of keeping pace, which is kind of what you need to do when you're playing Ice. But we've seen him play so aggressive, so quickly all day today.
I mean, usually when you want to kind of settle down and draw the full power of your deck, unless you're a heavy aggro deck, you kind of slow it down. Take it to 3 backups at least, and then just play out your game. As we've mentioned before, once you get to a 3 backup crucial point, you can definitely play your 5 cost cards or your 3 cost cards and have like 1 backup open.
Right.
One's abilities such as Selfie come in to be pretty handy that way.
All right, looks like he's going to pitch into Elena to grab back the Realm. Let's take a look at what Realm does. I think that's a very interesting card, actually. Give me your thoughts on Realm, Lou.
Realm is good. She digs really deep for the monsters you want. Indicates that with Jason, what he did earlier was search for Mira. So Realm is definitely a card that he wants to get into play. He wants to look for that monster that he wants to play so that he can use with Mira and then crack the monster in case it breaks and activate Mira. So Mira's ability by doling her when it breaks in order to draw a card. Right,
and it looks like Jason is slowly setting up his board. He's got the Lena, he's got the Realm that should help him out.
They're a little too small though.
They are. They're a bit small. But he's got more numbers, so I mean, if Celeste does attack, he takes damage. He can go ahead and trade and catch up.
That's very true.
Yeah, so it really depends. It looks like I'm assuming he's going to take this damage. He's doled out. I don't think he really wants to play into the cards right now. Flips over a Tom Berries. Wow, that's a good card there. On Brian's end to flip over the top. I like that. That's a good.
Oh, that's 3. And let's see what he's getting.
And he's going to play into the low. He's got both of them.
He's got 2 of them.
He's going to force a discard here. That's a strong play. That Final Fantasy VI engine is going to work today.
Celeste and Locke really
do the job. Celeste and Locke, they're good in the game. They're good in this game as well. Just causing a lot of disruption here. Mono Water really values card advantage and efficiency. When you start attacking their hand, it starts to hurt. It's going to go ahead and pitch the Lena. And he's going to go ahead and play the Velias for the Red Mage. We've seen that Red Mage do so much work today. Let's see if it comes into play here. It's always a solid play to drop down a Red Mage if you can. Hopefully Jason has some monsters. Maybe he has some type of a counter here.
I mean, right now Jason's definitely got issues to deal with.
He does.
Both the forwards that he's facing down are equal or larger size than his.
Right, and they do something when
and his opponent also has four backups, while he only has 3 so far.
So he's not winning on the efficiency level right now, and taking maybe another couple more turns, he might be in trouble if he doesn't wrestle back some of this board control.
He's already one game behind, so he
Right.
really needs to win this one.
He really does. He really does. He takes this loss and he'll be out. Here in the quarterfinals, and everyone's trying to get into the semis and trying to win this awesome Petit Cup.
I mean, if you guys haven't seen the prizes, you're free to go on Facebook. We post pictures about them.
It's
Amazing
awesome.
play mats, a lot of like cloud plushies, Opus
Yeah.
4 box, and there's Amira
There's
finally
the
coming
Mira.
out,
Okay.
and she's coming along with a
With the dragon. Okay, let's take a look at that Mira, everybody, because I believe that's a linchpin to this deck.
Correct.
If you're playing the monster style mono blue, I think the Mira is going to be the most crucial part to this deck, and we're going to see in a little bit why that works the way it does.
She's quite vulnerable, but if she stays online and she actually gets to use her ability, she
Right.
is amazing.
Right. So when a monster you control is put from the field into the break zone, you may dull Mira if active. You could do so. You could search for another monster of the same name. So things like Dragon, where you break to do something, you can actually do the same thing and get another one out. She's a little small though, and she's not very good in the board presence wise. But if you're running monsters already, I mean, it's a no-brainer to have it. It's a 2-drop 5K. It just does so much for you. Looks like we have luck attacking here. He's gonna block with the ground. Nope, he's
She's
gonna
gonna turn.
Right.
She's gonna use Realm's ability to turn Green Dragon into a 7K forward.
Right. Let's see how Brian reacts here. I'm sure both players are well aware of each
that's
other's
four.
play styles, and a Bahamut right there.
onto the Green Dragon.
Okay, that gets rid of the Green Dragon.
The attack would still go through. I don't think Dragon was a blocker yet at that point. It could have been though.
Could Jason have used Mira at that point to grab
No,
another Green
that
Dragon?
is removed from game from Bahamut.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So that Bahamut definitely countered Mira's utility, and in the sense now, Locke might trade with Lena, and with the Belias on top.
The Belias on top. He is just going to go ahead and put all his eggs in the basket right here with the Locke. He's going to get a free card draw. He's going to take out 2 characters here, a Lena as well as a Dragon, and still do a point of damage. This is a very, very strong round, turn for Brian here.
Yep. I think that 3rd point of damage there. He's not quite at that crucial point where Jason is gonna be completely out, but this is definitely danger territory. This is the danger zone.
This is the danger zone right here.
I mean, you're sending down 2 forwards. They're larger than yours. You better start doing something.
He's got a lot of cards in his hand, so let's see what Jason does here. Both of these players, I believe, play in the same group here in Southern California, or they're at least well aware of each other's play set and play style. So it's good to see the both of them making it here into the quarterfinals of the Petit Cup.
I really want to see what's going to happen next. I mean, that fire and ice is actually working really well, really smoothly.
That's
it's going to the
blocker.
mid-late game,
Yeah.
and it is just aggressive on the tempo and the damage.
Gal comes
Gal
out.
coming out at 6K, going to be 7K with the monster that he pulls back in.
Right.
Pulling back in Adamantoise. Not sure how much that's going to really help out. It's going to help out against Locke, possibly.
Right.
But if you ever use that Adamantoise break ability, you will draw a card, but you will not trade efficiently unless the monster, the forward that is blocking is
Looks
small
like he's going to play an Artemisian. Let's see how many he cycles through. Or is he going to cycle anything at all?
Oh, cycles nothing. He just really wanted that backup.
Right.
All right, let's see what happens next.
Okay.
Brian's on the play.
Brian has been aggressive here to see if he continues that. That last Belias play was very strong. Can he still keep the pressure on? I think if you give Jason a turn where you're not dealing with this board, he's going to get away from you.
I think at this point I would attack with Celis.
Right.
And whether Gal blocks and uses Adamantoise's ability, Celis would still win out.
Okay. I think that's a good idea. I agree with that. Let's see what he does though. Looks like he has a play in mind right here. He's gonna drop that Vivi.
Oh. Okay.
He's only dealing 6,000 though. It looks like Jason has a chance to drop some cards if he wants to react to Vivi's ability being put on the stack, but it doesn't look like he's going to. Go ahead and swing with lock right here.
Oh, and is he using...
Oh, he's
Red
going to make it
Mage
so Gal
ability.
can't block. Okay.
All right, let's see if Jason wants to take it, keep his board presence, or does he want to block and lose some of his forwards?
Wow, that's a very, very strong play here using that Red Mage. We've seen Brian use that Red Mage so effectively today, and right now he's selectively choosing the 3 pieces. All 3 pieces are useful to Jason. All 3 of his forwards right here are useful to Jason.
Correct.
He's putting him in a position where you have to choose or take a point of damage. But if you take that 4th point of damage, now you're looking at Fatal on the board. Assuming he doesn't play any more forwards, and he could still play forwards. So he's going to keep doing this every turn. Correct? If he keeps drawing a red card, he can keep, or if he keeps using Red Mage, he can keep selectively causing you to block however which way he wants.
Correct. But one thing that can come into play now is that even if you activate Red Mage to lock out Gal, he can use Realm, turn Adamantoise into 7k, and then block with it, and then sacrifice it to give minus 3,000 damage to a different forward.
Right.
And then Dual Mirror, and then draw another Adamantoise.
Yep. And that's kind of how this whole thing works with Mira and with Realm. You're able to turn a monster into a forward, block, let that monster die, or use a special ability, and then use Mira to bring it all back. That's kind of how that works. So it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's going to go ahead and make the Adamantoise a 7,000 forward.
And then he's probably going to block with it.
He's going to block with it.
Then break it, and then give
Right.
Mira a minus 3,000, so she's able to block another person as well, drawing a card as well. Oh, no, wait, he blocked and turned Adamantoise. That's what he did.
Okay.
Now Celeste comes in. She's 8,000, so even then, Adamantoise would not save Mira. Mira wanted to block Celeste.
Wow. Okay.
So Brian is slowly chipping away at Jason's board position by attacking with fours that are just bigger than his, and the only big one is actually under Red Mage lockdown.
Yep. Well, it looks like he's going to block with the Adamantoise. He's going to pop it. Is he going to duel the Mira?
He's going to draw.
Okay.
Oh, I think he dealt 6,000 damage to Gal earlier on with Vivi. And so when Adamantoise leaves, Gal is now broken from damage.
Exactly.
Because while monsters are out, Gal gets plus 1,000 power per monster, and once the monster was gone, the damage is still there, dealing him 6,000 damage.
Exactly, effectively breaking him. Wow, Jason is really in a world of pain right now.
I don't know if that Mira is going to be able to hold off the attack.
I don't think he's going to. Mira is just a 5k forward. He's got no monsters out in play, renders her abilities completely useless. He can play them for one less if he can get something out, but he won't be able to turn them into forwards unless he gets a Marlboro or something that will block for him.
Let's see what he's got. Played out another.
He's going to play another Adamantoise.
Not sure if that'll be enough.
I don't think that's going to be enough. We still have.
He's not going. He's not facing lethal yet, but this is definitely going down fast.
But Brian has a Red Mage. He's gonna force whatever big guy that
or only guy
exactly that Jason's gonna try to play.
Unless you have a Cagnasso. Cagnasso was enough to kill Vivi.
Wow,
that might hold off a little bit more.
It might hold off a little bit more. But I think Brian's gonna make. It's gonna make
Cagnasso unable to block.
Right.
But then after that, unless he activates Selfie, Mira is going to be able to block, break Adamantoise, draw a card, dole Mira, and if he has any Adamantoise left,
Right.
He
So
will be
this is
able
what's
to.
happening. He's going to go ahead and make Cagnazzo unable to block, forcing
Mira to block.
Mira to block here. He's going to
Breaking Adamantoise.
Adamantoise.
Drawing a card
Drawing
from
a
it.
card for him.
I'm surprised he doesn't dull to search.
He's going to take opponent. Wow.
Leviathan.
Okay.
But which one would you want to... I would definitely do Celis.
Okay.
Reason being is that your backups that are doled down are not as crucial right now. He has 5 of them.
And he brings out a Renault. Wow. That's going to really cause some issues here.
I don't think it'll be too bad, actually. Blocking Renoa with Cognasso or something like that.
He can make Cagnazzo not block.
True. But then also the Mira is not going to break the Renoa.
Sure, that's
So
true.
the special Renoa effect is not in play right now. She's mostly being used as a 7,000 forward. Let's see what's going to do with all those backups.
It's a very interesting way. A lot of our commenters are asking why didn't Jason use the mirror to search, and I have that same question here.
He might actually have used all 3 of them already.
Oh, all
Not
3
sure.
of the Adamantoises.
I'm not sure. I
Okay.
can't really see from here. But I do see 2 of them at least.
Right.
The third one might already be gone.
Right. He's going to go ahead and swing with the Cagnazzo, getting on the board, flipping over a Setzer with the mirror coming in to swing as well. Getting
Not
2
sure what his
points of
play is
damage
right now.
here.
5 backups, a lot of options.
A lot of options for him. He's got
cards in hand, but
cards.
I'm not sure if the options that he has are good enough.
Yeah.
It could be a Cloud of Darkness incoming, as some of the commenters are mentioning. Not sure if it is, but if it is, it would definitely help him out.
No.
Unfortunately, he doesn't run Cloud of Darkness, so you won't be seeing that
We
coming
won't
up
be seeing
anytime
that
soon.
coming up in Jason's deck. We're not quite sure what his line of play here is. He maybe just wanted to get some points of damage in.
It's about sending a message.
Is he going? Well, I mean, he has the Astrologian to be able to come back up and
Correct.
block. But if that red mage comes into play, whatever he Astrologians it's going to be a moot point.
Let's take a look at what happens here.
Looks like Jason has a line of play here. We'll see what he's going to do here. He doesn't quite have board control at all. He's staved off a little bit.
Ooh, and the
plays
Tonberries.
Tonberries. Let's take a look at that card because we actually haven't seen that card being played yet today.
Well, that's what happens when nobody plays water for the day until until this match. We're not going to see it until then.
That's right. That's right.
Tonberries, great card, a lot of utility, and it is a monster.
It is. He got on the board, which is good. 2 points of damage.
He did pay the 2 for the Tonberries.
Yes, he did. Our streamers are asking.
Our commenters are asking about it.
Right.
You could see the 2 dulled down.
The Tom Betty
Yeah.
and the Artemisian was used to pay for the Tonberries.
He most likely forgot that it only costs 1
Yeah,
with
exactly.
the mirror
Looks
discount.
like he did forget the mirror discount there. Okay, let's see what Brian's going to do here. Does he have anything that he can do?
Well, if he ever wants to, he could always use the Astrologian. But he takes that damage.
He takes
Yuna off the
Wow,
top.
the Yuna off the top. The EX gods are with him again.
Returning
Looks like he's
Renoa to the
returning the
hand.
Renoa to the hand. He's at the 5 points of damage now, though.
And I believe Brian passes the turn. No, wait. He is still playing
Still
it.
has something
Okay.
to play. Wow, I'm not sure how many EX bursts Jason's running in his deck, but they are coming up. Helping him out as best as they can right here.
Alright, Jill. Oh, and he freezes.
Wow, a clutch Jill right there.
He had it in his hand the
wow.
whole time, most likely, or at least for a while. Or
That is just one of the things
It
that
is
you have to
definitely-
deal with when you're playing against ice. Is that Jill? When you overextend, that Jill's really going to make you pay.
definitely a good moment to play Jill.
He's going to go ahead and play into the Celeste, and he's going to go ahead and freeze the Tom Betty. Probably because
She's
it's got a bow,
adorable.
and it's adorable. I would do the same.
That's the only other card that was dull and not frozen.
Right.
Besides the Artemisian, which would not do much. So might as well pick the
Right.
cute one.
So, again, getting the 5th point of damage here. Brian is meticulously working here. He's still
grinding away
actually
little by
grinding
little.
away little by little, and
It's working.
it's working. He's that Joe was just so clutch right there.
Right now, Jason is facing lethal.
Yes, he is facing lethal, and he's got 2 of his forwards just frozen. His astrology can help with that,
Correct.
but does he really want to spend the resources, and to what avail?
I mean, I don't think he has. I think he just has to. He
Right.
has to use it. But the question is, does he have something in hand that's going to help him out besides that?
Right.
Interesting line of plays would be to, let's see, does he have Artemisian should be active if I'm correct. Should have 4 active
Right.
backups.
He has 3 active backup right now. He's going to go ahead and pitch the
Scholar?
Scholar. Is he going to bring that Cagnoso back into his hand? Looks like
believe
that's
he
what he's
is.
going to do right now.
Is he paying to? There you go. Artemisian was active, or is active, right?
Right. Grinding away here.
He does have another Scholar, meaning he could play that crucial double Cognasso. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 6. Might not be enough though. Unless he can play 2 water backups.
Let's see what he does here. I'm not sure he has that line of play. That Lock and Celeste combo is doing a lot of work for Brian here.
It
He
definitely
needs
is.
to play Elena into something to just get some more bodies on the board right now.
I mean, the Tonberries could do some work.
The Tonberries can definitely do some
But
work.
the issue is, if Mira is the only forward in play, he still has that red mage that he's able to use, and that would just end the game right there.
Exactly. That red mage is deadly, especially in situations when you're already facing lethal with the number of forwards you're up against.
I mean, at this point, he's probably going to have to replay the Cognasso so that red mage can only target one of them. He's able to block
Right,
the other one,
right.
and at least stave off the bleeding for one more turn. Is that going to be enough? It's not going to be enough to swing back the momentum the other way, but at least he's
It'll give him
still
a
have
fighting chance.
Correct.
Right. But I mean, Brian's sitting here with 3 cards in his hand. He's got options. He's
Let's
got
see what
5
he's gonna do with
backups. He can do some things with his cards. So not quite sure what.
He only has 4 backups left. He did break that Scholar
Oh no,
earlier.
Brian has 5 backups.
Oh, Brian does have 5 backups.
Right.
He has. He's well in control at the moment.
Oh,
Oh,
I knew
there
the
you
Leno
go.
was coming out. He's going to go ahead and flood the board as best he can into the
The
realm.
realm.
He's going to search for hopefully.
A monster. Oh, one more.
Oh,
Oh,
gonna get
Cleone.
the Cleone out. I hope he didn't need any of those cards because they're going straight to the bottom of that deck.
That's correct. So now he's looking at having a pretty big grip of cards. The Astrologian is still an available play.
Right.
The Realm won't be able to turn the Tomberries into a forward anytime soon. But let's see what else he wants to do. Play the Cleone. All right.
Gonna have to.
He's probably going to try to save himself from any kind of Shiva shenanigans.
All right. I think if Brian had a chance to end the match, he should end it now, because once that realm can start using that ability, it's going to be a hard sell to get that last couple points of damage in. And yes, to our commenters and viewers, that was indeed a Kefka. That was indeed a Earth legendary Kefka.
Let me take a look at the list. There is a 1 Earth Legendary Kefka in his deck. Correct. No, Earth 1, the one that
Yep, it's a Earth.
sacrificed a combination of 3, 4s, and monsters in order to play instead of paying the 8 cost.
Right.
And you have the choice of breaking 1/4 of your opponents.
Yep.
Alright,
It is
let's see.
ambitious, but if it pays off, that splash is.
Hey, if it swings the game for you,
yeah,
it works.
It can win matches.
I mean,
for you.
once in a while, you're like, hey, I'll bring a couple of Cleons, draw some cards, break your forward, put an AK into play.
Exactly.
That's a pretty good play.
Yep, exactly. Solid play right there.
All right.
Wow, this is an interesting board state right here.
I still won't say that Jason has the advantage at this point.
I don't think he has advantage, but I don't think he's looking at death.
Not quite yet.
Oh.
Still not quite yet.
6,000 over to that realm.
That's still not lethal, but
Not
this
quite.
is gonna hurt.
Not quite. I'm surprised he didn't play the Renoa that he has in his hand that he's been holding for quite some time, because he could just keep attacking with Renoa,
Correct.
right?
I think he just wants to play with the cards he has in play already. He's
Sure, but why did you play the legendary Vivi if you're not going to burn something instead of playing the?
no, he is
the
burning
Renoa?
something.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and turn that into. Got it.
Yeah. It looks like, Cleon is a forward at the moment.
Yep, Cleon is a forward at the moment.
And if Cleon were to block and break, Jason would draw a card.
Just using that realm's ability as value before she hits the break zone.
He just played her. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Oh, right.
Well,
That's true. I believe that might actually be an illegal play. We do have judges on hand.
but
He shouldn't have been able to play that.
it is a player's responsibilities to catch each other when that happens.
Right.
The judges are just there to kind of help on the side. They're not always there to tell the players
That
exactly
does
how to
look
play.
like to be an illegal move, but we're gonna. Let's see how this plays out.
It's too late. It's too late, dude. It's too late. All right, so he's looking at the break zone. We're going to see what's going on. Okay. All right, so the Vivi did take out the realm. Let's see if they're going to take a look at what's going on. Oh, the Cleon looks like the Cleon is going against the lock and a 7K on 7K.
Right.
They broke each other.
All right. Let's see what's going on here. He's gonna pitch that Devout and play into the Renoa, which I felt like he should have played a lot earlier than he's playing now, but he still can use the Renoa. Right, Renoa is still effective right now because the number of forwards that he has is greater than the life that Jason has left. So Renoa is actually pretty valuable right now.
All right, let's see what's going on. They're kind of looking at the board state.
Well, it looks like they're discussing that.
Possibly rewinding the game state in order
Right,
to
looks like we're rewinding the
only
game
make the
state.
legal plays.
I believe that the illegal play was been caught with the realm being used to turn Cleon into a forward, which shouldn't have been possible because realm was played that turn.
correct. She was played off of the Lena,
Right.
brought back from the break. So he's gonna put back the 2 cards he drew, I believe.
I believe they're rewinding the game state back exactly, so it doesn't look. All Alright, looks like we're rewinding the game state back to where we were at. Both players have agreed to do so. Players are moving back to where that has happened. It is a long rewind, but it is for the integrity of the game, and I believe this is the right way to do so.
So realm blocked one, and I think Lock is attacking. There is no blocker currently for Lock.
Exactly. That realm should just go straight to the break zone, and that Cleon will stay because it got burned by the Vivi.
Oh, correct.
Right, so Vivi burned the realm. Realm wasn't able to turn a Cleon into a forward.
We're going to see what they're going to do from this point on.
Right. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and come back up to where we were before. The Celeste is now attacking. We're at the point where Vivi has been played, has burned Realm. Realm was not able to turn and use her ability to turn Cleon into a forward. What's going to happen now is that we're going to take off from there. Brian's going to go ahead and attack with his Celeste. They're going to turn Tonberry, going to block and crash the Tonberry to go ahead and break the Celeste. It loses 4,000 power, so Celeste doesn't have enough to break Lena.
She will deal 4,000 to Lena, but that will not be enough to break her.
Right.
So Lena is still standing as a blocker.
Mm-hmm. This is correct.
And let's see what Brian wants to do. That's definitely a different game state that what happened.
Definitely a different game state, and the rules here at the tournament are both players, agree to rewind back to a certain point. The tournament organizers have decided that rewind is the right play here, and
there's Celeste again. All right.
Wow, that Celeste is just doing so much work. Yes, I agree with you, Joseph, on our stream that the rewind was the right play here. It was the proper play here. That was an illegal play, and we needed to rewind to keep the integrity of the match. So I'm also with you here. I think it's a great play, great thing that they did here. Both players have agreed, and we can continue. All right, it looks like the Celeste play came in. That's a great move to freeze the Astrologian.
Yeah, that definitely cuts off some shenanigans.
There's no activating shenanigans here, so that's going to be good. This is actually, the rewind was, I don't think, very beneficial for Jason here. He's going to pitch that Fanfrit to play a Cagnauta. Not going to do much here.
All right, let's take a look. Yeah, one of the commenters is correct that normally after the card is drawn, you would not be able to rewind back that far, and there would be a warning and a caution. But in this case,
wow, is that a double Cagnauta to clear the board?
That is a double Cagnauta.
Wow, that is just that is spicy right there.
Celeste is still standing there though.
Celeste is still standing. I think Jason would be good to try to get some points of damage in, either because he knows Brian isn't going to block with that Celeste, so he's going to get some free points here, unless he wants to lose his forward, and he's already lost 2.
Well, I don't know if Celeste really wants to trade down to. Oh, all right.
Lena's coming in. It's going to put Brian at 4 points of damage. Hopefully he gets some help from the EX cards, and none
Not
there.
Quite yet. Astrologian's still down, so yeah, I mean, there's always a chance of this haste. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on here.
Red Mage is out. Cognaso's there. Cleo's there too, so don't want to play that Shiva.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to play that Shiva. You can try to bait it with something that you don't mind getting blasted, but you don't really want Cleon to give that card advantage to a water player here.
Alright, Celeste goes in for 1 point of damage.
And Cleon coming down.
And dealing 4,000 damage to Celeste.
Right.
And playing Sid Reigns to deal some more damage to Lena.
And he's got to discard that card. Wow. That Sid Reigns is doing some work right there. goodness.
Haven't seen Sid do that much work ever, actually.
And it's really interesting to see the Sid being played this way. He's got to be a little bit careful, though. Both players have to be a little bit careful right now because they're so close to the end of the match.
Correct. They've both taken quite a bit of damage. And we'll look at 6 versus, I believe it's 4 damage. And
let's see what Jason does here. I'm really interested in what he's currently thinking is line of play. I think that rewind changed the board state less so in his favor, but it was the right board state to be in.
Correct. That was very interesting. I mean, seeing the double Cognasso, all the lines of play.
The double Cognasso was a strong play. I like that.
Yeah. But now good. Jason's looking at only having 3 backups out. One of them being Astrologian, though, which is actually something really nice to have against ice. Or when you try to play the back and forth, you attack with your big forward, you come back and you block with it. It's pretty awesome. But in this case, he has a Cognasso and a Mira. They're not going to be great at attacking against Sid Reigns. Let's see what Jason wants to do. Checking out his break zone real quick.
I don't know if there's anything he can do right now. His guys are just not strong enough to deal with that Celeste. I mean,
yeah, she's just a tad
bit
too.
The Emperor. Okay, the Emperor will be strong enough to deal with that Celeste.
The Emperor will do some work.
The Emperor will do
at
some
least
work.
Block once. But Selfie is still around, though.
That red, you can't use Selfie and you can't use Red Mage. Right. That Emperor is going to shut down all of those shenanigans there. Strong play.
Celeste won't even be able to get through Cognasso.
Exactly. Celeste is not going to be able to get through.
The Cleon is actually locking out the summons.
Exactly, right? So
unless you have double Shiva.
Right.
All right, let's hope for that double Shiva, I suppose, because that would definitely change the game.
Can't use any special abilities right now, or any activated abilities. That's a clutch Emperor right there. If I ever said so myself, I think the best course of action now is to play as many 4s as you can and go over the top. Genesis that right there. Is he just going to attack into him?
I believe he is. Cognasso blocking though. I believe Sid Reigns is only 5,000 power, so it's not going to do incremental damage to the Cognasso if he attacks it.
Right.
Actually, no, it actually would. I believe Cognasso only reduces by 4,000. So he would take 4,000, be at 1k. Sid Reigns would be able to finish it off, unless they want to trade Sid Reigns for Mara.
That's true. I don't know if you want to attack right now. You're looking at Fatal yourself, as Brian.
No, but then if he attacks, and Jason has to block.
He has to. He's at 6 point damage.
Correct. And so if he blocks Cognasso dies. Brian is no longer looking at lethal back on this.
True.
So that should be all right.
He's going to block with Mira, and he's going to trade.
I think Jason wants to keep his Cognasso alive. And the fact that Brian has his full backup line, he cannot play any kind of backup shenanigans.
Right. And Jason has no cards in his hand, so he can't be playing Astrologian at all.
Correct.
Got to take this opportunity.
Renoa exactly when you want her.
Oh yeah, that's a good play right there. You're just gonna have to swing with Renoa, and that's it. Renoa's gonna, unless you bounce her. Renoa's
Cognasso's still around.
No, Cognasso's still around because Cognasso can block Renoa and not actually break her.
Not break her, correct.
Right. But then you have two forwards to 1 Mira. I think that's still game, right?
Let's
I
see.
would definitely swing.
Block. No, it's not quite game. He could literally block everything, and just be okay. Yeah. So put it this way. So Celeste attacks. Cognasso blocks, survives. Renoa attacks. Cognasso blocks and breaks. Genesis attacks. Mira blocks and breaks. I mean, it's not great, but it would give you another turn.
It's a very interesting board state here.
Let's take a look. That's Celeste. No, the Renoa. No,
with our commenters, we have to agree that he's using a lot just to stay alive, and it's not sustainable.
Hey, you don't quite have a choice at this point, right?
Right.
Oh, the party attack going into the chump block. That is definitely effective.
Let's see what he does here.
3. Looks like it's going to be a big play.
He's got to play into the Light Zidane. It's going to make him discard that card. And he's going to play the Jill into a Vayne.
All right.
He's just flooding the board now. And I don't know if Jason has any recourse here.
I do not believe so.
Exactly. I don't think he has any recourse here. He's just going to swing.
Just keep swinging.
Just keep swinging. It's going to take an entire city to
Throw
get that 1
2
point of
AKs
damage.
back to back. Eventually, he'll have to either break his own Cognasso
Yes.
or his Emperor.
Right.
Party attack with 1, and then 1 creature, and then 1
I
creature
would
gets
just,
it over the
I
top,
would
and you're
just
done.
do 2 party attacks.
Okay, that's minus 4,000. That's 3.
Right?
3,000 damage dealt to the Cognasso.
If you just did 2 party attacks, and then you would swing in with the Light Zidane,
Any which way you cut it, you're
that would be the last
done
point of
over the
damage,
top.
right?
Correct. If he does with Cognasso, then that's not over the top.
See.
So that actually, Celeste for the Emperor, and Zidane gets in for the win.
Ah, there you go, and that's
Yep,
the last
and
point of
if you cut
damage
it,
right
he
there.
got it there.
Looks like Brian takes it down. He's going to be moving on up to the quarterfinals here, the top 4 of the Petit Cup. It's a really, really interesting game. Talk to me about some of the key plays that you thought happened here.
Sid Reigns. A lot of Sid Reigns.
A lot of Sid Reigns. I've
I've
never
never
Sid
thought
Reigns.
so much of Sid Reigns as a semi-Al Sid replacement, but in this case, Sid Reigns did the job. I mean, on top of that, discarding your opponent's hand, that card from your hand, that was actually a
that
big deal.
Celeste Lock combo is, or just synergy between the two,
Oh, yeah.
just so potent, right?
Sid, Celeste, and Locke are just putting in a lot of work today.
Right, just a lot of
pull
work.
through again.
Yeah, and I think the I'm not quite sure I like the VV plays so far, but they've been clutch.
Oh, VV is very big, especially.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to get rid of that mirror. You don't want them
definitely.
to do the whole mirror adamantoise searching endlessly. I mean, that's
Right.
a lot of filtering there.
Yeah, and a lot of our commenters were wondering why didn't he duel Mira, and I think the going idea was that he didn't have any left.
I think so. I mean, I wasn't exactly
I
there
remember
to.
him having 2 already
saw
in his
2,
break
for
there.
sure.
So I don't think he had any left at that point, and I wasn't sure if it was the right thing, if he was even able to do anything.
Well, there was also a point where he overpaid for the.
He did. He did overpay
for Tom Berries.
Right, for Tom Berries. So that was something that you don't see a lot of water players do.
I mean, another thing that I did notice is he was not running any kind of board wipe.
wasn't.
But the double Cognasso works.
The double Cognasso was good. I like that. I thought that was a very, very strong play.
But it did not put him in a position where he was able to come back from. The Celeste by herself was putting in a lot of work.
Celeste was just
yeah.
wow.
I mean,
such
I think
a good card.
One of the things
We
about
haven't even seen them use the special for this card.
correct because they didn't need to,
Right.
Especially when the opponent puts a Cleone, you're like, okay, well, let's see about your summons.
Right. All right. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and take a quick little break before we go ahead and move on to the top 4. So, you guys, everybody stay tuned. Once again, I'm JT.
And I'm Lawrence.
And this is the Break Zone. We're giving you live coverage here at the Square Enix's Petit Cup. And we're about to move into semifinals at the top 4. So, stay tuned and we'll be right back.